What can running barefoot teach us about enduring the discomfort of life? We'll talk about that in just a second. Welcome to the show. I'm Daniel Dalp, and this is For Your Sunday Morning Drive. We're the short podcast with the goal of providing some motivation, drive, and encouragement on your way to worship and helping you recenter your mind on those spiritual things on a hectic Sunday morning or whenever you listen. And I'm thankful that you're listening today, because today we have our first guest episode of 2026. And boy howdy, are you in for a treat. Joining us today is Jerrie Barber. Jerrie has been preaching since 1961 and has worked alongside his wife Gail in interim ministry since 2007. Jerrie is truly one of a kind. He's a ventriloquist, a barefoot runner, and he hosts the excellent podcast Gleaning Mustard Seeds. It's absolutely one of my favorites. I love the wisdom he puts out every week. Be sure to check it out. You can see more about what Jerrie and Gail are up to, including Gail's book Fleecy Clouds, by visiting his guest page on our website. I'm going to be sure to throw a link in the show notes. Now, normally, here I'd tack on a little blurb about the show and ask you to share it, but when Jerrie sent in his audio recording for this episode, he shared, completely unprompted I might add, the following words about the podcast.
I appreciate the privilege of being on this podcast. For Your Sunday Morning Drive is excellent in every way. The concept and reason for the weekly message, the cover art, the attention-getting intro, the length of each podcast, and the production quality make it one of my most recommended podcasts. Thank you for listening. Tell others about this weekly message.
Thank you, brother. I'm honored by your words and to have you on the show. Speaking of, let's get it on the road. This is episode 91, Life and Barefoot Running. Let's go to church.
Are we there yet?
I've been running for my health for 56 years. Since March 2010, I've been running without shoes when the temperature is above 50 degrees. I've learned or been reminded of several life principles during that time. I'm often asked why I run without shoes. I have two reasons. One, it brings back good childhood memories. When I was a child, every spring I'd take off my shoes, toughen up my feet, and enjoy playing without shoes for the rest of the season. Two, running without shoes is a good parable for life. Lesson number one, life is painful. People ask me, doesn't that hurt? My answer is absolutely. Life is painful. If my aim's to stay comfortable all the time, I'll be a failure physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. One of my favorite leadership writers says, a good leader is someone who increases toleration for pain in himself and others. Lesson number two, many big things can be accomplished by doing little things consistently. I trained 3 months to run 15 miles a week without shoes. The first week, I finished my run each day, removed my socks and shoes, and walked slowly over smooth surfaces for a quarter of a mile. The following week, I ran my regular mileage to within 1/2 mile of my home, removed my socks and shoes, and ran the remainder barefoot. The following week, I ran the final 3/4 of a mile without shoes. The following week, I ran the last mile without shoes. Each week after that, I added 1 mile until I was running 15 miles each week with no shoes. I can apply the same principle to learning more of God's Word, saving money, and being competent in many fields of study by doing a little consistently over a long period of time. Lesson number 3, important things in life take a commitment, not a trial. One day when I was participating in a 6-mile run, a lady asked me several questions about running without shoes. We discussed it for a few minutes. When we had finished, she commented, "I've thought about trying barefoot running." My mental reaction to her statement was, you don't try it. You evaluate the evidence, become convinced it's worth the effort, make a commitment, and after months and years of practice, enjoy the benefits. The same principle applies to excelling in any area of work, having a successful marriage, and living for Jesus. You don't try it, you commit to it. Lesson number 4. Many people will think you are weird. I've been stopped by the police several times to ask me if I realized I didn't have any shoes on and if I was all right. One lady asked, "Do you know where you're going? Are you lost? Does anybody know where you are? Do you need a ride?" More than one person's offered to buy me shoes. From time to time, I need to ask myself, am I doing what I'm doing because I think it's the best? Or am I doing it to please other people and to escape all criticism? Paul asks 2 questions in Galatians 1:10. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. I should make my decisions based on what's best to glorify God, not on what'll please everybody else or eliminate criticism from my life. I don't think you have to run barefoot to be a good Christian, but you and I do have to follow Jesus to enjoy the benefits He's willing to give us.
Jerry, thanks again for sharing these excellent thoughts. Now it's time to hear yours. Here's our discussion questions for this week.
How can we shift our mindset to see life's discomforts, emotional, physical, or spiritual, as essential parts of growth instead of obstacles to avoid? In what ways can we move from trying something to truly committing to it, even when it's difficult or judged by others as weird?
Thank you for listening. I hope you have a fantastic week. Embrace and overcome those discomforts that might be coming your way. Do it through Jesus Christ, not on your own. Take care, and I'll see you Sunday.
We're here.